Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica Pimentel and I am a flight attendant for an airline here in the United States of America, and today I have decided to talk about all of the good things that come with being a flight attendant. Recently on my YouTube algorithm, I have been seeing a lot of why I quit being a flight attendant, why being a flight attendant is not for you, what they don't tell you about being a flight attendant, negative, and flight attendant. So I was just like, oh my God, all of the shade in the world is being thrown at my job. So I was like, I'm gonna make a video that talks about only the good things because I want to promote the stuff that I like and not kind of rant about the things that I don't like. Although I think that it is very important to know all the cons about being a flight attendant and any job in general. But today we are gonna focus on the good. So this is a best parts about being a flight attendant video, and there are 10 best parts that I have come up with. And the number one best part about being a flight attendant, in my opinion, is the travel benefits that do not come with actually working. So for example, if I want to travel domestically, it's free. On my airline, it's free. On any other airline in the US, it's free. So if I'm traveling domestic, I don't have to pay anything. I can just basically hop on any flight and call it a day. Now, if I want to fly internationally, if it's on my own airline, I do not pay anything to get there most of the time. But to come back, I have to pay the taxes and fees that come from that specific country. So for example, going to, I think, Tokyo, Japan, I remember it being $40 to $50 coming back, and then you didn't pay anything going over there. Like, that is pretty cool, you know? And that, on top of that, you can potentially sit in first class, business, premium, and these really nice cabins for essentially free or $50 or more. Depending on the country, of course, going to London is more expensive, I will say, but it's still way cheaper than, or free than if you were paying for an actual ticket. Now, of course, you're flying standby, but still, it's worth it if you ask me. Okay. All right. Tip number 2 is that you get paid to technically travel. So tip number 2 is on your layovers, you are getting paid a per diem, which is different by every company, but you are getting paid. It's not a big amount, but it adds up over time. If you have a 24-hour layover and your per diem is $2 to $3, and you know that times 24, like it can add up to stuff that you can do on your layover. And then of course you're getting paid for your in-flight hours, so you're technically getting paid to travel, to have experiences around the world, and I find that very appealing. Tip number 3 is that this is not a normal 9-to-5 job, a normal office job, a normal drive to the same place every day job, see the same type of people every day job. No. You literally work with a new crew almost every trip. You meet new people every time you go to work, and I personally think that's really cool. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who's gonna be put in your path so you can have a specific conversation with. Maybe they can help you with something. You never know. It's really cool to be able to just meet people from different cultures that you work with, and then different people on the plane. Number 4 is that you are always changing atmospheres, whether it's on the actual airplane, in different airports, in hotels, in different cities. Like, you can potentially go to a coffee shop every time you have this Seattle layover and then make your own friends there because you always see the same barista or something like that. To me, is pretty cool. You can make little relationships with so many different things, but you're also constantly changing. So it's nothing's ever the same. Don't get me wrong, I think that this job sometimes can be repetitive, of course, but compared to any other job, no, not at all. Number 5, a huge bonus to this job is the flexibility that comes with being a flight attendant. You can trade your trips, you can trade positions on the flight, you can potentially just decide that you want to have 2 weeks off and work the end of the month and then not work the beginning or something like that, or you can have a whole month off if you take the last 2 weeks off and the beginning 2 weeks off. You could have the whole month off. Like, that's nuts. No other job can do that. You can potentially travel to a new country every month if you wanted to and have like a little vacation because it's so flexible. Even on reserve, you can still make things like that work out. So the flexibility is huge. Being able to drop, trade, pick up other trips is very important. And yeah, picking up another trip, like let's say you're off and you have nothing else better to do, like I just posted about, that's pretty cool. Like, oh, I'm bored, let me just pick up this trip really quick and make some money and go somewhere new or whatever you feel like doing. Pretty cool. Okay, number 6 is that you can do something else on the side if you wanted to. A lot of flight attendants do real estate, they do personal training, they have cake businesses, or they make stuff. I know someone that has a candle business. It's like you only have to fly a minimum of 40 hours for my company. So then you could literally have a whole other career or other business on the side if you wanted to. And I think that's pretty cool. You could potentially go to school if you want. You could probably make that work depending on your seniority and your schedule. And you can just have other things going on. Like your life is not just being a flight attendant. You have a bunch of other opportunities to do other things. Number 7 is this job is providing something to society. I mean, you need a minimum crew in order to board an airplane. If not, all flight attendants are there, the airplane cannot be boarded, and if it can't be boarded, it can't take off. So yeah, you're important. You're there for someone in case something happens, for security issues, for safety. You are there in case that happens. And of course, this is a customer service job as well, but you know, you're there to make people's day. You're there to provide something to society, and I find that very important to life. Number 8 is even on reserve, which is probably the number 1 downfall of this job. You still have a minimum of 12 days off. So I don't know with any other job you get set 12 days off within your company. I think that's pretty cool. Basically, you get 3 days off a week. So I don't know where you can find that elsewhere, and that's even on reserve, which everybody usually hates and does not like to be on. You still get 12 days off a month, so that's pretty cool. Number 9 is not only do you get travel benefits for you, but you do get travel benefits for your family, your significant other, maybe your best friend. You basically can pick someone to be your travel companion, and that could be your boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, spouse, cousin, sister, aunt, I don't know. And they have like a good priority on getting on standby flights, so that's pretty cool. And then your parents can have the same type of benefits. They're a little bit lower on the priority list, but they can still travel essentially for very minimal cost. So you're giving other people in your life the opportunity to travel the world. And I think that's very fortunate, because what better gift than a trip to Hawaii? My parents went to Hawaii not too long ago. But yeah, so that's important to me. And number 10 is, for the most part, my airline, and I'm speaking on behalf of my airline and mostly other airlines, but my airline always puts us up at really nice hotels. I don't usually have anything to complain about for the hotel. If anything, maybe the hotel gym isn't the best gym out there, but I always think that the places we stay are nice, they're clean, they're comfortable, they're safe, and you don't have to pay for those accommodations. You just basically get to live your best life in all these different hotels and kind of pick which one you like the most. And then on top of that, with our airline, we get deals and discounts through other hotels and other travel platforms to book hotels and different places to stay and accommodations and different things to do, like activities in other places. So you have so many deals and discounts that come with this. And I wanted to kind of group that together because it comes with, not only are you staying in nice places while you're working, but you can also stay in cool, nice places on your own travel time, which is awesome. And that is gonna go ahead and wrap up the 10 best parts about being a flight attendant that are in my opinion. Of course, I know that everyone is in a different stage of their life. Like, I rank that as the number 1 best part about being this job is the travel benefits that come with it. Not the travel benefits you get while working, but the travel benefits you get after working. So I know that some people don't value that as much. So it just depends on your number 1 priority. I think flexibility is a huge thing that most flight attendants love, and that's why they enjoy this job so much, is because it's so flexible. So I find that very important as well. But everybody is on their different journey of life, and I just wanted to remove all of the shade that is being placed on being a flight attendant, especially with all of these new hires running around and doing this job for the first time. I don't want people to get the bad or all the negative vibes and negative attention that I think that it's been getting. So I just wanted to go ahead and make a positive video and call it a day. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Beijinhos. Ciao, ciao.